Wealth and influence are everyone's dream, and we all want to know how it feels to be at the top of the chain. While some families' wealth was passed down, others required more than just surnames. Generally, these rich families dominate food, beverage, retail, industrial, and finance enterprises. In this video today, we bring you America's top 10 richest families of all time. These are the richest of the richest.
Hello there and welcome to World Events, home of top inspiration and motivation. Before we get started, be sure to click the subscribe button and remember to hit the bell notification for more content like this.
Number 10. The Cargill-Macmillan family of Cargill Incorporated. The Cargill-Macmillan family's fortune can be recognized as generational wealth. They own Cargill Incorporated, which was established in 1865 by W. W. Cargill. The family began with a grain storage business somewhere in Conover, Iowa. Today, the company generates over $165 billion in revenues. Cargill Incorporated offers various food, commodities, and financial risk management. The same company is also known for its industrial and agricultural products. The family has been around for generations, and some of the notable names are James and Austin Cargill. James and Austin Cargill secured a $5.85 billion net worth as of the 2022 Bloomberg Billionaires Index daily ranking list. They are shareholders of Cargill Incorporated, alongside other family members. 8 of the Cargill-Macmillan family are deemed billionaires by Forbes magazine. 90 members of the Cargill family accumulated 88% shares in Cargill Incorporated. This is because of an agreement within its branches. A total of 6 family members dominate the 17 seats on the company's board. Number 9. The Cathy family of Chick-fil-A. The Cathy family is behind the famous Chick-fil-A, which S. Truett Cathy established in 1967. Chick-fil-A is popular for its flavorful chicken sandwiches. Dan and Bubba, Cathy's siblings, currently own and manage Chick-fil-A. The siblings both possess an $8.73 billion net worth as of the Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily 2022 ranking list. Dan Cathy acts as CEO and chairman of the said fast food chain. It has over 2,500 outlets around the United States. Meanwhile, his brother, Bubba, serves as executive vice president. Here's a quick fact. Even Dan Cathy completed working tasks before receiving the top position. Dan went through scraping chewing gum and cleaning table bottoms to Chick-fil-A's supreme leader. Also, have you ever wondered why Chick-fil-A is closed every Sunday? Well, the founder, Truett Cathy, was known as a devout Baptist. Number 8. The Charles Butt and family of H-E-B. The Butt family holds the H-E-B, a Texas-based grocery store chain established by Florence Butt in 1905. Florence Butt started her small grocery store with a $60 capital. Later, it continuously grew to secure a net worth of $10.5 billion. Before the family's success, H-E-B was known as H-E Butt Grocery Company in 1928. It was the initiative of Florence Butt's son, Howard, as it scattered across Texas around the 1920s. If you think about it, everything is always passed down hassle-free for most inheritors. Yet, Howard Butt did the contrary. At the early age of 8, his son, Charles, served as a bag boy in the 1940s. He went through several processes before acquiring the CEO position in 1971. Today, Charles still runs the company as CEO and chairman. He has the majority stakes in the said multi-billion-dollar retail company. On the other side, Charles' 2 siblings and nephews have secured a stake in H-E-B. The company has built over 340 stores across Mexico and Texas. Number 7. The Marshall family of Koch Industries and other companies. The Marshall family's wealth was rooted in J. Howard Marshall II. He was Fred Koch's business partner in Koch Industries. Marshall was notable with his 16% stake in Koch Industries. Although no other members stated in the Bloomberg Millionaires Index Daily 2022 ranking list, Elaine Marshall has a total of $21.9 billion net worth. If you remember the husband of the late model Anna Nicole Smith, we are definitely talking about the same J. Howard Marshall. The late J. Howard Marshall II died in 1995, causing his son, E. Pierce Marshall, to take over. However, with E. Pierce's death in 2006, the current shares are now divided under Elaine Marshall, E. Pierce Jr., Preston, and other Marshall members. Elaine Marshall still leads the board of Koch Industries, while E. Pierce Marshall Jr. runs the investment firm Elevage Capital Management. Number 6. The Lauder family of Estee Lauder Companies Incorporated. The Lauder family owns Estee Lauder Companies Incorporated, the cosmetic brand behind the most established beauty brands like MAC Cosmetics, Jo Malone, and Clinique. These cosmetic products are known for their price and quality. It now has a total net worth of $23.0 billion. But have you ever wondered how Lauders become successful? Estee Lauder is the name of one of the founders of Estee Lauder Companies Incorporated. It started in 1946, when Estee built this cosmetics firm with Joseph Lauder, her husband. They developed the first skin creams from their kitchen. From then, the next successors of the Lauder family continued its expansion. It transformed their 6 family members into well-known billionaires. Estee Lauder Companies Incorporated is now supervised by Estee's grandson, Leonard. He's currently seated as the company's chairman. Meanwhile, Leonard's brother, Ronald, managed Clinique as chairman. Apart from that, Erin, Ronald's eldest daughter, is Estee Lauder's style and image director. Finally, Jane, the youngest daughter of Ronald, facilitates Clinique. What's more, the Lauder family values art. That's why it was not surprising when Leonard Lauder donated his Cubist art collection to the Metropolitan Museum of Art in 2013, giving up his $1 billion worth of art pieces. Number 5. The Johnson family of Fidelity. The Johnson family has influenced the financial industry in the United States. It has a total of $3.8 billion net worth on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily 2022 ranking list. The Johnson family owns Fidelity, a mutual fund company based in Boston. Edward Johnson's family owns 49% of the shares. Meanwhile, 51% is controlled by employees. Johnson's third generation now runs Fidelity. Currently, Abigail Johnson leads Fidelity. She inherited her status in 2014 from her father, Edward Ned Johnson III. Fidelity was founded by Edward C. Johnson, Abigail's grandfather, in 1946. In September 2020, Fidelity reached $3.5 trillion in assets. This makes them the next largest mutual fund company, following Vanguard. However, Johnson's family took over more fields than just the financial industry. Her brother, Edward Johnson IV, managed their own real estate company, while Elizabeth, her sister, chose to exclude herself from the business. Number 4. Phil Knight and family of Nike. Phil Knight and family owns Nike, the world's shoe giant. They have a total of $36.5 billion net worth, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily 2022 ranking list. The Knight family holds one of the biggest athletic shoes and sports apparel. Although Phil Knight solely owned Nike before, it became a family business after Travis Knight was appointed as one of the board directors in 2016. The success story of Phil Knight began in 1964. He founded Blue Ribbon Sports, Nike's former name, with Bill Bowerman, his former track coach. From $500 capital, Nike's revenue boosted to more than $45 billion today. Even so, the Knight family looked over his progress. In fact, they gave over $500 million in donations to the University of Oregon and Phil Knight's alma mater, Stanford's Graduate School of Business. Number 3. The Mars family of Mars Incorporated. The Mars family is behind various popular candy and pet food brands. This family owns products you trust, like Snickers, M&M's, Pedigree, Royal Canin, Mars, Dove, and more. Some members of Mars's family serve on the board of directors. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily 2022 ranking list, the Mars family has a $54.2 billion total net worth. There's no doubt that the Mars family has already secured their spot in the food and beverage business in the United States. Mars started way back in 1911. Frank Mars began selling his kitchen-made candies in Tacoma, Washington. In 1929, Forrest Sr. then joined his father's company. He helped in developing their signature malt-flavored nougat, the secret behind the rich taste and consistency of the Milky Way. Despite the continuous growth of wealth and power, Mars considered other fields. In 2017, they acquired an animal hospital company for $9 billion. In this way, they can expand their pet care division. Number 2. The Koch family of Koch Industries. The Kochs have a $65.9 billion total net worth as of Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily ranking list in 2022. Today, they are dominating the industrial business. The Koch family's dominance began when Fred C. Koch founded Koch Industries, a company that centralized on mineral and refining in 1940. After Fred died in 1967, his son Charles inherited the chairman position. Fred's other sons, David, Frederick, and William, also gained stakes. Although a challenging phase happened between Bill and Frederick in 1983, they remained firm in their social status. However, the two sons were ousted. Their shares were purchased for around $800 million in 1983. Charles Koch remains in his position. His authority made Koch Industries expand and diversify. They now cater to other products such as chemicals, paper, and venture capital funds. Even after David Koch died in 2019, Charles Koch and their family own 42% of Koch Industries. On the other hand, Bill and Frederick took other paths. Bill initiated his own energy company, while Frederick served as an art patron and philanthropist until his death in February 2020. Number 1. The Walton family of Walmart. Finally, the richest family of all time would be the Waltons. They own the world's largest retailer, Walmart. Half of Walmart's stocks are supervised by founder Sam Walton and his brother James's 7 successors. They are dominated by Sam's children, Jim, Rob, and Alice. Alongside Sam's daughter-in-law, Christy, and her son, Lucas, Rob Walton reigned as chairman for over 20 years and has remained influential on the company's board. At the same time, Waltons also own Arvest Bank. The bank operates 16 branches in Arkansas and Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index Daily ranking list, the Walton family's total net worth ranged from $223.1 billion. They have never left Forbes' list ever since then. Looking back at each success story, America's conglomerates are mostly shaped by inheritance, grit, and perseverance. Founders and owners have different ways of challenging their next successors. At the same time, some opt to pass the throne conveniently. Did we leave any family behind? What do you think of these families? Please leave a comment below, and we'll surely reply back. Talking of rich families, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. Here's a video we did about Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse. Click here to learn more.